of that discussion. But first, let's just begin with other stories here, sticking with the ongoing interviews for Supreme Court judge position. Justice Joseph Sergon also faced the Judicial Service Commission panel today, where he was pressed to explain the backlog of cases during his tenure. At the same time, ex-IPOA chair Anne McCorry was forced to explain why IPOA is believed to have gone on a decline in terms of performance. Martin Opio has more on that story.
Barely 3 months since landing at the appellate court as a judge, and Joseph Kigen is back to convince the very panel he faced, this time round for the position of judge of the Supreme Court.
We recently interviewed you successfully for the judge of the Court of Appeal. You haven't been there for even 6 months for promotion.
Chair and commissioners, I'm here very humbly seeking that I be evaluated on my competence to be appointed. And the fact that I may have recently been before you should not be a factor, because I'm not here for a promotion. I'm here for whether I'm competent.
Kigen isn't new in the legal circles and served as President William Ruto's advocate at the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands in 2013. His closeness with the head of state putting him under sharp focus as Kenyans wrote to the Judicial Service Commission over his suitability, questioning his independence should he be hired.
The event that you're successful and you join the 6 judges in the Supreme Court, and then thereafter there is a petition challenging presidential elections for the year 2027. Their fear is that you are likely not to be impartial. What do you have to say to this?
May I say that I intend to be as objective and neutral in my discharge of my functions as a judge. To distinguish me just because of one client, a criteria that has not been applied to other candidates who applied to be judges, would probably not be quite fair.
The Supreme Court at full composition has 7 judges, but is currently short of 1 judge, following the demise of Justice Mohammed Ibrahim in December last year. Kigen said should the need arise, he is ready to recuse himself, an action the commission highlighted will often cripple the bench's quorum.
There are measures, if anybody is concerned about my sitting in the bench and as justifiable cause, there are provisions for how that can be handled, including recusal, and I'm aware that some presidential petitions have been done with less than the totality of the 7 Supreme Court judges.
Despite Kigen's immense experience in the field of law, Kenyans have raised questions about his suitability to serve as a judge in the Supreme Court, given his close ties with President William Ruto, as he may at some point be part of a bench that will determine a matter that touches on the head of state. Alan Ochanda, KTN, Nairobi.